Hi, everyone. It's Miss Davis, and I'm back again to answer some questions from our students. This is video two. If you haven't watched the first one, go back and watch that one first. But let's go ahead and dive into some of the questions that our students have submitted about this school year. All right, the first one, will we have specials classes? The answer to that is yes, you will have specials classes. We think that specials classes are important. They're as important as anything else that we do during the day. So you'll go to specials, but it may be a little bit different. In PE, we may not be able to play some of the games and sports that we've played in the past, but we will try to find ways to get you up and moving and active. When you're in PE class, music might be a little bit different just because it's hard to sing with a mask on, so we might have to make some modifications there. But we will go to specials and we will do the best we can to make sure that those are enjoyable experiences. In the past, our kindergarten through fifth grade students have had a rotation where maybe you went to PE one day and library the next and music the next. We will be in longer rotations this year, so you will have the same specials class for 2 to 3 weeks at a time instead of changing every day. Middle school specials, I think those will look fairly similar to what they have in the past. We won't be able to have our mentoring program, unfortunately, just because we don't want to send the middle school students down into the primary hallway to mix in with those students. But otherwise, we will have some of the same specials classes that we've always had. All right. Will intermediate and middle school get to change classes? Yes. Intermediate class changes will look kind of like they always have, just because there are fewer students in that hallway. It's pretty easy to change classes down there. We'll have to social distance and wear masks, but yes, we can change classes. In middle school, we'll also have to social distance and wear masks, but we'll probably have to change classes 1 to 2 groups at a time. It will be a staggered class change. We're working on making sure that students don't have quite as many things to carry throughout the day so that you don't have to visit your locker quite as much. So we will have lockers, but we'll be pretty limited in how many times a day we visit our lockers. All right. Our next one, this is super important. What will breakfast and lunch be like? All right. So good news, we're still going to eat at school. When you get off the bus in the mornings, you will go straight to the cafeteria to pick up breakfast, and you'll take your breakfast back to class with you. It will be bagged and it will be ready to go. That same breakfast will be available in the lobby for our car riders. So when you get out of the car, you'll come straight into the lobby and you'll pick up your breakfast and go to class. It will be the exact same food that's in the cafeteria. We'll just have a station set up in the lobby for you. Now, for our middle school students, we are not having second breakfast at the beginning of the school year. We might get to a point where we can do that. But at the beginning of the year, we'll only have one breakfast. So you need to make sure that you go ahead and eat when you first get here. At lunchtime, we are going to try to spread out as much as possible in the cafeteria and the gym and outdoors. We are purchasing some towels so that we can eat sort of picnic style outside or in the gym, either one. We want to make sure that you are able to get out of the classroom at lunchtime. We think it's important that you have a break from class and that you're able to socialize and spend time with your friends. So we will have lunch in the cafeteria and the gym. All right. Another important question, will there be extracurricular activities? Band is a class, and so we will be able to have band, but band may not always be able to play their instruments depending on how much we can space our students out, but hopefully we can go outside or go to the cafeteria and be able to space out. Sports are on hold for right now. Sports are governed by by a state organization, so we get guidelines from them. But our district plan says that in the elementary and middle school, there are no extracurricular activities on yellow. We are assuming right now that if we start school, it'll be on yellow. So we would not be able to have sports and clubs at the beginning of the school year, but we do hope that we'll be able to work those back in when things get better. All right. And when we're on red, or if we are on red, and hopefully we're not, we wouldn't be able to have extracurricular activities during that time either. So that sounds like a bummer, and I know that, and I hate that for our students, but we have to keep you safe. And that just means that we have to limit some of the things that we do outside of class. All right. Okay, my 5 minutes are almost up, so that is it for today. But I will be back hopefully tomorrow answering more of your questions. Bye, guys.